Hey, don't forget to check out Rant Cafe wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, and so on. You can watch the episodes live as we make them on Twitch, links in the description. And of course, the links to all of our guests in each episode are in the description, so show them some love. What is up, gamers? It's Animac here for Anime Uproar, the YouTube and the Twitch channel. And welcome to another episode of the Rant Cafe Anime Podcast, presented to you by your unverified hosts, myself, Nux, Taku, and Briggs from All Day Anime.
Yo, what's up, gamers? Sorry, I just like how you said it. We also have other wonderful guests this amazing week.
Yeah, they're pretty
Hiding
great.
in public, who has been here before.
I've been playing Yoshi's Island.
Thank you, Hiding. Very cool. Definitely subscribe to him. He's clearly a man of culture. And we also have the music legend of AniTube, Rustage.
Hello, I haven't slept in over 30 hours, which I should have told you before coming on. I'm
very
Rustage.
excited. It's a competition today for the worst intro.
Wait, his name is Rustage? I thought it was Rustage.
It's not. A lot of people think it's Rustage, like Hokage.
Rustage, oh my god.
Because they see Rust and because I do raps about Naruto, they think it's a play on Hokage, but it's my real last name, Rustage.
Wow, that's actually mind-blowing. I had no idea.
Wait,
Yeah, fun
that
fact.
means I know your first and last name.
You do.
That means I can find where you
stalk
live
me,
and
and
come
I
to your
would-
house in 2 weeks.
I would not be able to find you because you'd constantly be hiding in public, and I.
Okay, that was bad. Anyway,
It's the best
moving
place
on
to
in
work.
life. Sorry?
Today, we're going to be debating the most badass fire users in anime. I know I was probably the one hiding in public this intro around, but do you guys want to jump into it?
Yes, indeed. All right. So, are you ready for some straight fire?
Oh
But
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right. So, great. Thank you for the.
Yeah.
I guess
I got-
Animac didn't get the joke, but all right. First round, we have Natsu from Fairy Tail, one of the
Oh.
most well-renowned anime of all time. People just
Mhm.
love it. Everyone loves it.
Mhm.
Versus Ace from One Piece.
Oh, okay.
So
I
Do
want
we
someone
need-
to vote for Ace so I can say why I vote for Natsu.
I was just about to
Okay.
say I'm the One Piece guy, and
Oh.
even I am probably going to vote for Natsu here.
Really? I was almost gonna say, wait, I don't really know the criteria. Is it just like in terms of the best character or
In
the
terms
best
of
at using the?
badass, evil butt.
I don't know.
Like Ace is cool, but he's not that badass.
All right, come on. This is
He does
Ace, the guy
badass
that
stuff.
Whitebeard's like, all right, Ace, don't chase Blackbeard. And he's like, no, I got this. And he ends up killing half his crew. He's
Or
not the
remember that
most
time that
badass
like
character
everyone
ever.
sacrificed his life for him, and then he still died? Good time.
Aside from the fact that that's potentially a spoiler, but he
No,
might
it's
have
not.
lied.
I don't like honestly. If it happened a decade ago, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah,
Like-
oh, is that spoiler territory?
No, Ace is
Okay.
dead. He is no
Okay.
longer alive.
Does that not?
Thank
Does
you for
Ace's death
clarifying.
not add to his badassery? Like a lot of people get more badass like posthumous.
Yeah, like
You want
the
me?
other guy that died in the same Marine Ford War. Don't say it, Briggs, because that's so bad. Okay, so that other guy that died in the Marine Ford War,
You mean Bakugo?
goddamn legend. Yeah, Bakugo didn't die
He
in the
did-
Marine Ford War. Nice try. He didn't make it to chapter 300. So anyway, Ace sucks. Okay.
Whoa!
And I'm going to definitely be voting for Natsu because in terms of badass, he has a ton of really badass scenes. You may not like his character, and that's totally okay. But him going up against the 2 third-generation Dragon Slayers in the Grand Magic game single-handedly and annihilates them after they go on this whole rant about why Fairy Tail sucks. And Natsu takes his own tag team partner and throws him down a mining shaft so he can single-handedly fight them. And he destroys them is extremely badass.
I feel like when you get to the point where you're sort of so pissed off by a character that you're no longer rooting for them, it sort of loses their badassery, in my opinion. No matter what they do, it's sort of like, oh, all right, okay, come on. Do you know what I mean?
I would agree. And I never was one to root for Natsu per se, but I'm always someone who roots for Fairy Tail because I think that Fairy Tail really is the guild itself is the protagonist of the show.
Okay,
Okay.
Natsu, I'm
And-
tired of you bashing Fairy Tail. I think Natsu should win this, and
Okay.
I don't know
All
why.
right, I'm good with that.
I don't know why.
Hiding,
keep
what are you thinking?
Talking crap about Fairy Tail.
Okay. Now,
All right, hiding weighing in on the 3 versus 1
I
vote. Let's hear it.
clearly have the most depth and wealth of knowledge over this specific pairing. Natsu, He's a short little boy with pink hair. Ace, a tall man. He's a tall man. Look at that hat. He has a good hat. It's the sort of hat that I'd see on like a very wise man in a canoe. Just on the two designs, short pink hair boy, tall hat man. Tall hat man is more badass.
Fair,
Well
this
done.
is fair logic, but I
I
will
may
say
change
that-
my vote now. Actually,
Switch over.
May
you
I
had me
just
sold
say,
on that canoe logic there.
may I just say that like I feel like the reason why Ace was like very impactful as a character was largely because of his relationship with Luffy, and the scene was very like meaningful because of Luffy. So if
And
Luffy
because he caused the war.
yeah, but if it was Luffy versus Natsu, I'd vote for Luffy, but it's Ace, so no.
I understand. And actually,
Yeah,
to be
so
fair,
I would say that Natsu, actually, whatever you think about Fairy Tail as a whole, I think Natsu is a badass character. I mean, you have to acknowledge that Natsu is not a crybaby protagonist. He is not a douchey protagonist. He is definitely a badass protagonist. Come on.
And since Fairy Tail's
how
power system
badass
makes
is
no sense, it just
that
like
Fairy
it-
Tail introduced a main character that has the most random power, like being able to eat fire, right? So even though the guy can eat fire, he manages to, in every single arc, be up against an opponent that uses fire at least once so he can eat it. That's pretty badass.
Also,
Uh,
Lucy is the main character of Fairy Tail, Nux.
Fairy Tail is the main character of Fairy Tail.
I could switch my vote over to Natsu because my Natsu rap did better than my Ace rap, and I think I might just judge my song.
Oh,
Judge
he wants to
based on
hear
that.
Ace rap. What's he gonna rap about? His epic journey where he got pwned by Blackbeard?
I do have like half a verse about how much he dies, and it's really sad.
He does
And
die a lot.
And well, he dies for like 3 episodes straight. I've got to put that in. For Natsu, he doesn't. So
There we go. Although to be fair, Natsu dies a lot in Fairy Tail.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, Natsu's dead. No, actually, he wasn't dead. His mind and consciousness was just transported to an alternate dimension where he could choose whether he's truly a human or a dragon. Because that happened
do any characters ever stay dead?
in Fairy Tail. Yeah,
Oh,
some
okay,
bad
fair
guys.
enough. Okay,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah, that makes sense.
unless you count the spirit world.
Oh, okay.
The spirit world has nothing to do with get dead guys. It's just like celestial
Alternate.
spirits. It's like the spirit of the zodiac or whatever. There's no dead guys.
I'm a Pisces.
same.
Nice.
All right, so I think it's settled.
No, but, let
Natsu
me just
actually
say,
wins. Wow.
Nux. Natsu wins, yes. But let me just say, there was been a lot of outrage in last episode about a certain spoiler that may or may not be a total meme, guys. Please remember that if you hear like a major spoiler that doesn't make sense to you on Rank Cafe, and it's coming from Nox Taku, remember that memes are, the language of the rank.
Though, to be fair,
Oh.
it is just sort of a spoiler in the opposite effect because you know it's definitely not going to happen, which in itself is a spoiler.
What do you mean? Bakugo's as dead as Ace.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm so sorry. How could I
Yeah.
be so naive?
I know
You're
what you mean.
correct.
To be fair,
Right.
though, I'm pretty sure that we're at least gonna meet one character in My Hero Academia that can bring Bakugo back to life. I can't imagine a main character like that would actually stay dead.
It's true.
Yeah.
You guys know because you mentioned it specifically. Now we're gonna get more bad reviews, right?
I only saw good reviews from that.
All right. Well,
One bad review won't kill us.
I mean-
Everyone leave a good
mean,
review
since
because of
when
our
is it-
memes to counteract it. I believe
Let's
in you,
really
Chad
think about
Labs.
this though. Since when is it Nux's fault that the writer of MHA decided to do that?
I love you. Right now. You are amazing. And thank you to J Rangers in the chat who donated 100 bitch to say that Bakugo dies in season 3. Oh, no, that's easily checked. No, I think
thank you for
read season 4.
thank you for 100 magic bitches. We appreciate.
All right. In the 100 match, I love you guys. In the next round, we got to move on. Keep this rolling because that was one match up there, guys. Mereoleona versus Endeavor. Thank
Before
you
we
so
talk-
much for including Endeavor over fucking Totoro.
Yeah, I had
What?
to do it. I had to do it.
I guess so. That
So-
sucks.
I just wanted to mention another donation in the chat from Playmaker, 100 bitch, saying, "Should we not talk about the Ochako kiss scene with Bakugo before he dies?" And I just wanted to say, no, we should not talk about the Ochako kiss scene with Bakugo before he dies. Anyway, back to the epic bracket, which is Endeavor versus Mereoleona. And honestly,
May I
It's a-
just say,
it's a
Nux,
specific
that
name to say.
Endeavor is technically a Todoroki, so Briggs still loses.
Okay.
I have a
Anyway,
counter argument to that. I like Endeavor, don't like Todoroki.
yeah,
I
I mean,
I
I
do
don't
not
really,
like Endeavor.
I don't
still
see the
like
logic.
Endeavor.
I love Endeavor. Endeavor's my second favorite character in My Hero Academia.
Endeavor, no matter how much of a redemption arc he gets, unless he ends up in jail, he's not redeemed in my eyes.
All
Yeah.
right, Jen Marie says, I got this time. Dropping the bits for Natsu. Briggs, it's bits, not bitch. Remember this. Thank you so much for the 1,000 magical bitches.
Wow. Trolled by the Chad. Anyway, next round. Mereoleona versus Endeavor. Two of my favorite characters from their respective series. And it's actually really rough for me.
I'm gonna
Probably going to go with Mereoleona.
Badassery for sure.
In terms of badassery, you got to go with Mereoleona.
It is not badass to beat your wife, so I'm going with Mereoleona. I mean, it's just fair. Like, if
You've heard it here on Rant Cafe first, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, if you
Yeah.
look at someone who beats their wife and goes, "That guy is badass," then I have issues, you know.
And as Animac pointed out, Endeavor is a Todoroki, and thus Todoroki is only like his shitty existence is only a thing because of Endeavor. So I'm gonna have to vote for Mereoleona, who is an absolute unit and a badass.
I appreciate how the logic is sound in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I can't pronounce the name. I'm
Mereoleona.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck my
Yeah,
God.
Mereoleona wins because the name is way more badass. It's so difficult. I don't know how to spell it without referring to the list Nux gave me. It's definitely
Merio. I can't fucking.
Go for it, guys. We can't continue until you can each pronounce it.
Bollocks! I am so angry.
I like that he said bollocks.
Oh my God!
Okay.
People actually said bollocks.
Just break it down into the Japanese.
Rustage, you are invited back.
Okay, thank you. I guess
Mereoleona.
Go for it. No, but one shot. You got it.
Mereoleona. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
All right, you got to do a rap about Black Clover and just say Mereoleona as many times as possible.
I've done an Asta one, but yeah, if I do a Mereoleona, fuck, shit, my fucking.
This is the linguistics genius, the rap god, the lyric master. He can pronounce the most impossible of verses.
I have to try and think of a really good mosaic rhyme for that. I'm going to be so focused on that. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Mereoleona.
All right, Mereoleona advances. And as per your logic against Endeavor, you can have villains that are badass.
That is true, but they don't showcase him as a villain. So,
okay, this is the logic that I heard from someone literally yesterday. I said that Snape is my favorite character in Harry Potter, and they said, but Snape was so mean. I was like, yeah, but that was his character. And then later in the conversation, they said that Voldemort is like an amazing villain. I was like, why? He's so mean. It's like, no, Voldemort's the villain, so he's supposed to be mean. But Snape was a good character until he became a hero, and once he became a hero, he's not supposed to be mean. Explain that to me.
I guess.
Anyway, getting flashbacks here.
Honestly, I don't even think Voldemort is a good villain. He's just a.
I agree. He's not. Yeah, Magic Hitler without a nose. No nose.
Magic Hitler.
All right, on to the next round. Mereoleona takes it 5-0 purely because of the badassery of her name.
That is it, actually.
All right, so next round, we have Shinra, the beloved protagonist from Fire Force, versus Tanjiro, the also beloved, probably more beloved than Shinra, not gonna lie, protagonist of Demon Slayer.
Oh, I didn't know that he counted. That's exciting.
He counts.
All right.
Yeah, so with Tanjiro, his main power that he learns is the Breath of Water style, but he also has the Breath of the Fire God style that his father passed on to him, which is a clearly fire-based ability. We were thinking, should we put Tanjiro or Nezuko, because they both are kind of fire-related, but we decided to go with Tanjiro because we're mostly dealing with protagonists.
Protagonist-ish characters.
Yeah.
Well, Tanjiro is badass. I mean, what else can you say? From what I've seen of Shinra, he sort of just does his thing.
What do you mean? He drop kicks people in the face with fire. Okay.
Yeah, he's cool, but I don't know. I just feel Tanjiro. Like
one thing I have to say about Tanjiro and Shinra, which is pretty hilarious. In recent episodes for each of them, they were totally bodied by their superiors. Like, Shinra was up against the dude with the eye patch, and he just taps his foot on the ground, and the force from tapping his foot on the ground completely knocked out Shinra. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
eye patch
Tanjiro-
guy is badass for
Yeah,
sure.
eye patch guy is definitely badass. But in terms of this matchup, it's funny because I like Shinra's character not because he's badass. I think he's an interesting protagonist. Honestly, I love the smile gimmick. I find that great.
Yeah, that is fun. It almost feels like something that would like apply to you if you were an anime character.
All right. I
If
do
that-
see that. I do see that.
if that makes sense.
I kind of do see that. But I do think that I have to go with Tanjiro because I do think he is more badass. And I feel like just the way he fights and the way he moves, even though he's always up against these opponents that have seemingly much more impressive powers, and that he comes out on top just through like calmly thinking through his different motions, I'm gonna have to go with Tanjiro.
I think it's
Tanjiro and his entire family have blood red evil eyes and red hair from default. He's the charcoal salesman, silly, happy, fun, good dude, and he still looks like way more like sinister than most people do who are.
And he has a
charcoal
scar.
salesmen. He has a big scar on his head. I like him a lot. You know, he's the only one who's tamed a demon. Probably, maybe. I'm not caught up right now, but
he reminds me
and then
of
hiding's gonna finish with, but I'm gonna have to give it to Shinra because Tanjiro doesn't use fire.
no. He reminds me of Gorbachev, and that's always good.
I like Tanjiro because of
Gorbachev,
his
you just said.
Yeah, he reminds me of Gorbachev because he has his birthmark.
This is the best Red Cafe ever.
And I feel like that gives a bit. Gorbachev had the best verse on Epic Rap Battles of History's Russian rap battle thing, which means that Tanjiro is more badass than Shinra.
Well,
as far as the communist commando episode was amazing.
This logic is even more convoluted than Nux Taku.
Okay, so I'm gonna the theory of relativity on the latest episode of the Rant Cafe. So
yeah, that was amazing. I'm going
to the right place.
I'm going to argue for Shinra here because if this was a best overall character, I would definitely choose Tanjiro. But I don't see Tanjiro as a badass per se. I see him mostly as like a kind-hearted guy who will do anything for his.
But being kind, it's such a badass thing.
I don't agree, but you know what I do think is. What's funny, if this was debating which is a better character or which is a character I like more, I do think I actually like Shinra more than Tanjiro. I like Tanjiro in the context of Demon Slayer with his little posse, but as a standalone character, I think I do prefer Shinra. I just think Tanjiro is more badass.
But the thing, see, I have to disagree because Shinra is the type of guy to just like fire kick first and ask questions later.
Right. I don't think.
I
mean, I'm not I'm not one to talk here or anything, but low IQ does not equal badass.
It's true.
No, I'm just saying Tanjiro's more like a really nice, calm guy.
When you think badass characters in Fate, you're not going to be like, oh, Berserker's he's the most badass character.
Well, he is.
So
you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. You're saying that someone who fights as a last resort and who's all about love and friendship is more badass than a total psycho fire kicker.
Of course.
Yes.
Let's just change the wording of it, and I think
that's
yes.
what I was about to say. Yes.
Well, that's all the time that we have.
Instead of it's
sorry, hiding in public.
What?
So I would like to say I feel like Tanjiro is not your I agree with Adam. He's not your typical badass. He's a very pure, kind-hearted person. But I feel like it's a good contrast because when shit goes down, we see this badass, ruthless side of him.
Yes.
He's able to take. He kills demons. He does anything to protect his sister. He fights under circumstances where his body is literally breaking beneath him. He has unbelievable badass moments. But I will agree. He's not your typical badass. He's a
multi-role man. He's a multi-role man.
Leave a 5-star review for this episode purely because of the god tier words emanating from All Day Anime.
Yeah. So can we all agree that Shinra wins and move on?
No,
it's 4-1, bro.
Tanjiro.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah. But it was a close one.
Yeah, sure. It was
Tanjiro moves on.
Sam,
Tanjiro
thank you so much for the bits.
Thank you for the bits. Next round, we have Mohammed Abdul from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus Genryusa. I'm going to look up his full name. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm not going to try to say it. I'm going to definitely botch it up. Hold on. Yamamoto. Give me a second. I will
Hold up,
definitely find
is
it.
Charizard on this list? Are we
Yeah.
getting there?
He
Okay,
is.
thank God.
I'm so glad you thought of it yourself.
I was-
Genryusai Shigekuni Yamamoto. Yes, his name is almost as long as Dumbledore because he's almost as badass. Argue
Can
me
I-
more.
He's
Can I
the
just say
old
he's
man.
pretty much the Dumbledore of Bleach.
He's the Dumbledore of Bleach. He literally is.
Can I
Alright.
just say though, like,
Yeah, please.
I'm sorry, Nux. Like, I know you're a JoJo fan, and I can't believe you made this matchup, but there is no way Abdul wins this. If Abdul wins this, like, I'm done with Rank Cafe. Yamamoto is like the single most badass character in fucking anime. Like,
Bro, you do not need to convince me to vote for Yamamoto over
thank
Abdul.
God.
As
Thank
much as
God.
I love JoJo, and I love JoJo, Yamamoto is a guy that doesn't fight opponents throughout the entire series not because he's afraid, not because they're strong. No, because if he turns his Bankai on, he's afraid he might evaporate all the moisture in his dimension. And that's extremely cool.
That is good.
He can raise an army of the dead of corpses he's burnt throughout his lifetime. And that's thousands of years.
But to be fair, guys, only Muhammad Abdul can be his own father.
Okay, I am at
Rustage
risk
is
here.
confused.
No, I am at risk here of having my Weeb license revoked and people hating me, but I have not yet seen JoJo's. Unfortunately.
Well, as long as you say yet, because as long as you have hope in your heart,
I will eventually.
you have a place among us.
People request it. I will make a rap about it. I just need to watch it. I will get there.
The amount of rap material you have in JoJo's, man.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, you could rap about every blade of grass in JoJo's.
Yeah,
because somehow it's posing.
Remember Blade of Grass 14? Oh my god.
I was more of a Blade of Grass 17 guy personally.
I know, but we never agree.
You guys want to be on the Blade of Grass cipher?
Yeah, as long as I can do 14.
Okay, I see that's more of your field. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm gonna vote for the Bleach character because he is
we gotta
cool.
go with Yamamoto. Sorry.
I mean,
I love Abdul. I do like that Abdul burnt Polnareff so badly he then gave Polnareff a knife and said, Polnareff, I can only kill you through pain. Here, kill yourself. Get out of the pain. That's very badass.
Okay, so before we vote, because I'm also leaning for Yamamoto, but let's not forget what Abdul and Polnareff did to that gene band user.
Thank you for bringing that up, because Polnareff and Abdul bonded like brothers and both pissed into his breathing tube. And I thought that was inspiring to the next level.
After that episode about Gintama and pissing, if that isn't badass, I don't know what is, man.
Oh, it's definitely badass. But honestly, Yamamoto says a few times, do you know why I was the leader of the 13 Core Guard squads for the last 1,000 years? That's because in the last 1,000 years, no one even came close to the level to be able to challenge me for this seat.
Yeah, it's crazy when like 2 or 3 captains would take on Yamamoto, and it was just like he was still playing with them.
Bro, the guy doesn't use Bankai because he doesn't want to wipe out his own dimension, okay?
I can't really.
Yeah, but does OP equal badass? Or does
Dude, he is a bald character with a
wields
mustache. He wins.
Listen, if
Thank
he
you,
literally
Briggs.
just sort of walked up and then did his evaporating thing and killed everyone and it was just kind of boring, then he wouldn't be badass. But the fact that he restrains himself from doing that makes him badass.
I have to agree. I think it's also badass that someone ran behind him to slash him with a sword, and the sword melted before reaching him. I think that's very badass. Like, the guy's a beast. Sorry, Abdul. You were just completely annihilated by Yamamoto because he's old and has a mustache, as Briggs said. Definitely leave a 5-star review. Next round.
Nox, fair enough, Yamamoto wins, but did you do in your flexes the Abdul Polnareff moment?
I did.
Oh, you did that moment?
I did do that moment.
Okay.
I guess
Let me know which episode that is. I've lost track.
I'm not sure myself. I think it was one that I already recorded with Briggs, so it was like
5.
You yourself have lost track. Okay.
Like, I don't know what's where. I only know 5 because there are 5 characters in the thumbnails. So I know which thumbnail belongs to which episode, but the characters that don't make it to the thumbnail, I don't know where they belong.
Fair enough.
Next round, we have Madara Uchiha, okay?
Oh.
Grandpappy Uchiha. The guy who used fire style to drop meteors on an army of ninja.
Oh.
Meteors, plural, by the way. And he's up against Sailor Mars.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
if
I was
we're-
expecting Itachi, but yeah, I forgot about Madara.
To continue the astrological metaphor, Mars is a lot bigger than some meteorites.
Madara would straight up drop Mars on Sailor Mars.
Madara fires a laser that can cut the planet in half. It's stated. So
Yeah, it's
Even the planet Mars?
the planet
but-
Earth, which is bigger
Hold
than
up.
Mars.
But let's think of this from a different angle. Sailor Mars is empowering to young women, and isn't
So is
that what
Madara.
badass thing? I
If
guess
Madara
so.
is not empowering to young women, I don't know what is.
You got me there. I'm sorry. What an idiot I am. What a fool. I must go honk my clown nose. A
I'm
jester I
glad
am.
we're on the same page. All right, well, that debunked that argument.
It would have
Yeah.
been
All right,
funny
so
if we made a deal like before Rank Cafe to make sure that Sailor Mars beats Madara in this one and just watch the comments.
explode.
oh, man,
Watch
that
the
would be
chat and watch the
fire.
comments when we
That
upload
would
to
be
YouTube.
fire. Although,
Oh,
to be
my
fair, I chose Madara because while I like Itachi's fire style, Madara does a lot more with fire.
That's
Like,
true.
his meteor is fire style. And also, when he's up against the Shinobi Alliance and they get all the water style users, all in like an army of 1,000 guys, and they're all firing water at him, he uses one fire jutsu to evaporate all the water.
I won't deny that Madara is stronger than Itachi. However, I feel like Itachi
yes.
is more badass than Madara. In the
But
whole
as far
sort
as a
of
fire user,
yeah, that's fair.
and it's not even that he dropped the meteors at the same time. He dropped one. He sees the entire alliance is collectively struggling with it. He's like, so what are you going to do with the other one? It just comes down.
So Playmaker
guess-
donated 110 bits and says Sailor Mars is a cute tomboy. Is Madara a cute tomboy?
It's true.
That's a fair argument.
Yes! Planet
gotta
is everyone
root-
on.
You've got to root back to does OP instantly equal to badassery? Because yeah, he's
Absolutely not. But it's badass in the presence that the entire series was literally hyping up Madara.
that's true. I mean,
Like there
that
was
is
a
true.
guy that was wearing a mask that was claiming to be Madara, and he declared war on the entire Shinobi Alliance, on the entire
that's
world.
true. I was still arguing for Itachi against Madara, and I forgot that it's actually Sailor Mars. So I'm a fool.
Honestly, I feel like they should have made Madara the final villain. That's
All
how
right,
much
guys.
of a
So
beast
it
he
is a close one, but in the end, I think Madara.
Yeah.
Barely takes the 5-0
Yeah,
victory. It was a rough one there, folks.
Let me
was rough.
just say we had Zeke Wild in the chat donate 100 bits to say, love the podcast, but can we get Fire Lord Zuko in the tournament?
Yeah,
I am
I
sorry,
suggested it.
but
Oh,
we only would consider Sozen because he has his own comet. We're only talking about astrological phenomena of fire users in this one. I'm sorry.
And Jay Rangers also donated 100 bits to say that he is waiting for Zatch Bell to be in the list.
Yep. Never forget.
Unfortunately,
Bell.
yeah. Rip to Zatch Bell. Much respect. It and Bakugo, Anyway, next round, we have Roy Mustang, the Flame Alchemist. From Fullmetal to the Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes.
Up against Rin Okumura from Blue Exorcisto.
I mean, Rin is blue, but Roy Mustang is Roy Mustang, so I vote for Roy Mustang.
You can't vote against Roy Mustang.
So in
He's-
defense of Rin, the guy is pretty cool. Okay?
Oh yeah, but he's no Roy Mustang.
Defending,
Yeah,
all credit goes to Rin here because I actually really do like him as a protagonist. But he's
Cool.
up against the guy that seared his wounds shut to go kill an immortal.
Dude, I love Mustang. I'm feeling emotional just thinking about that man. If you know what I mean.
I do know
I
what
feel
you
very
mean.
emotional thinking about that.
I just
man.
yeah.
yeah,
I feel
fighting
like
public thinking gamer time.
I feel like I actually
Mm.
miss him because I haven't seen a picture of him in a while. You know?
I can send you some pictures of him.
Yeah. Could you send me some Roy
Yeah,
Mustang
yeah.
pictures?
Yeah, the ones with the shirt on, please.
Actually, the first bit of anime anything that I ever bought was a keychain of Roy Mustang with Hayate, the dog, on his head.
Oh gosh.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Such
that is-
sweet-
that is
oh,
sweet.
All right, I'm about to cry, so let's go.
Honestly, having a dog increases badassery as well.
true.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Correct.
Big brother.
Yeah.
However,
That
we
kind of
do not
dog.
have Show Tucker on this list.
True.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had to save him for the badass dad list.
Yeah.
Badass dog users.
I am all in for Roy Mustang. I'm not even considering the alternative.
Just think about the phrase, he kills two immortals.
Yeah.
Lust and envy in insanely badass ways.
Oh, and what's even more fun, he actually only kills one immortal. He just forces the other immortal to kill himself because he puts him in too much pain.
Hey,
What a fucking
his Brotherhood finished airing in 2010, which is technically less than 10 years. Briggs, good job. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but was it in the manga?
And then you're
before
gonna hear Briggs say, "Well, if no one watched the number one rated anime, what are they doing? Why are they here?" All right, good defense.
If you haven't watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, like your
But
opinion
I
doesn't
don't.
matter
Which
anyway.
anime? Which anime? Briggs?
Fullmetal Alchemisto Brotherhood.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh,
I got
We're trying
you.
not to cultural appropriate on this podcast.
yeah, that's
that
fair
could
enough.
say,
Only
thank you.
pronounced that way.
Very respectful.
Also, if
Rustage,
Roy
you wanna give it a
Mustang,
shot? Rustage,
what's
give
up?
it a shot. Pronounce it the right way.
Wait, Brotherhood do.
All right,
That was so cute.
nailed it.
Thanks,
Next
guys. I'm
round!
fluent.
Wait,
I'm fluent.
Nuts, can I just say that Roy Mustang, if he became Fuhrer, would make everyone wear shorter miniskirts, and I think that's pretty badass.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that is sick. I
It
forgot
is.
about that. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. We definitely need more evidence for Roy to go through. He's
Yeah, we need to remember all of these points whenever the next
Yeah,
round.
and also Rin could cook, right, guys?
I'm sure Roy Mustang.
Nobody?
could cook. Roy Mustang looks like the type of guy who can make some nice food for me when I get home from a hard day's work. And he's
Okay, next round.
It definitely wouldn't be undercooked.
That for sure. All right, so we got Ash's Charizard specifically, not the Pokemon Charizard, the character Charizard, versus Alibaba from Magi.
Isn't Ash's Charizard kind of like an ass?
Asshole.
Yeah, like
tsundere.
stubborn. and-
Also very badass.
Yeah, I guess
Ash
so.
Charizard is the biggest tsundere.
Anyway,
I think it's important that we talk about Pokemon because there's been some misconceptions going around with the Pokemon League. I'd like to point to the Orange Islands, which is where one of the biggest arcs with Ash's Charizard happens, where he went from being this kind of asshole that he was in Kanto to finally respecting Ash as his master.
All
It
right,
sort
well,
of allowed
I-
him to become more of a badass in the series. I think.
I definitely appreciate the Orange Island arc. I thought it was a great arc. It was not a Pokemon League. And no matter what Jack is boy propaganda you're trying to spread, it was
Well,
not a
did you know-
Pokemon League. And neither was the Battle Frontier. So
Yeah.
his,
And neither was
First-
the Alolan League. He still hasn't won.
you know what? I'm with you.
he still hasn't
totally-
won.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Whatever.
so the point
Talk
is,
about that later.
the point is that Alibaba is cool, and I wish that he remained the main character instead of the obnoxious Aladdin. So I'm definitely going for Alibaba.
I'm going with Alibaba because Arcanine, Ninetales, Typhlosion, there's so many better fire type Pokemon.
What?
Okay, I am voting for Charizard, and it's the relationship between him and Ash. 'Cause when he became a Charizard, he became super powerful, and I feel like people kind of play it off of as Charizard just being a Tsundere, but it was really that like he wouldn't respect and obey a master that wasn't like worthy of that respect. Ash had to earn his respect in order for him to fight for him, type of thing. A lot of times he'd end up fighting just because like he wanted to defeat like an opponent that pissed him off. But
Like
later in the
Magmar
series,
or
and when he
whatever.
comes back, I feel like he starts to earn like respect for Ash as a trainer and as like a partner versus just like him using him for his
Also,
power.
let's not forget that he beat a couple of legendaries along the way also.
Charizard's a beast, man.
Wait,
And that even though he's 4'11", Ash was able to ride him.
Wait, let's talk about Alibaba a little bit. He's cool, but is he badass? Like,
So that's where I was going to come from. As the Magi fanboy of the Rant Cafe, because I love Magi a lot,
Mhm.
I'm still going to be voting for Charizard.
Okay.
Because in the realm of badassery, Alibaba's okay, right? He does have a few cool moments, but he's completely downplayed by everyone around him. At one point, he was fighting alongside Ren Cohen of the Ko Empire, completely outclassed. He was fighting alongside Sinbad, completely outclassed.
mhm.
And I have to say that Charizard remained an absolute beast from beginning to end. And the fact that he beat a Blastoise as his
True.
rival with a Seismic Toss, which isn't even a move that a Charizard could learn, was amazing.
Well, to be fair, Alibaba's a good character because he's not so overpowered. That's why he should have stayed the main character, because you can relate to him rather
He
than
should
him.
not have stayed. Dude, read the manga.
The Pokemon manga is good.
I've seen the anime, and I've seen the parts where
Pokemon manga is amazing.
Aladdin is the main character rather than Alibaba, and I don't like it as much.
I only read the Magi manga a long time ago. I would begrudgingly vote for Charizard.
I do think we glossed over the fact that Charizard like beat a Blastoise though. Like it got brought up, but I think we glossed over it pretty quick. Like that's really significant. Like fundamentally, biologically, he is designed to fail against this other thing. Like it's in his coding to not
biologically this other thing. Continue.
It's true. Like it's in his coding. It's in his very being to lose against a Blastoise. So the fact that he overpowered it, that's pretty badass.
I feel like this Charizard has like
how...
character to him and is able to push through while other Pokemon can't. And it's not just that he's super powerful. Like Charizard versed Articuno and fucking Entei and shit. Like,
you know what? Yeah.
It's crazy shit, man. Remember that first Pokemon movie too? Charizard's an absolute unit.
Charizard's a beast. I love Charizard. Okay.
Well, obviously in the Pokemon movie, Mewtwo is the real badass.
Now, yeah, but he's not a fire user.
If only Mewtwo wielded a flamethrower, not only would it be a better movie.
Although, funny enough story, in my Anime Flex video where I talked about fire users, I included Blaine from the Pokemon manga because he used Mewtwo. So, I mean,
that's fair enough.
Yes, makes sense. And Blaine's a fire type gym leader guy. So it was very cool. Anyway, Charizard wins. Sorry, Alibaba. Maybe next time. Next round, we have Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho, the wielder of the Dragon of the Darkness. What? Somebody? All right. Dragon of the Darkness Flame. Where are you people? And we also have.
I feel like we all had a collective agreement to not say anything.
Yeah, it was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Next, we also have Feitan from Hunter x Hunter, the other Togashi work, and this guy can create a miniature sun.
Okay.
And he also has an umbrella, and he's also evil Captain Levi.
Hiei's attack will forever be known as Dragon of the Darkness going forward. Dragon of Darkness. There's no flame involved. Don't worry about it.
I'm good with
but
that.
It actually gave me chills the first time I saw it.
100%.
All right, also, I'm treading dangerous ground here, where I am halfway through Hunter x Hunter, and I really don't want Hunter x Hunter spoilers. So,
Nani?
I'm gonna let you guys talk about it, and I am gonna mute myself and deafen myself.
Okay.
You got the creator right, series
all
wrong.
Right, so let's not talk about Hunter x Hunter while he's muted, just to make him feel stupid when he unmutes himself.
Okay, I won't talk any spoilers, but
send me a message when you're done talking about Hunter x Hunter.
Will do.
I won't do any spoilers, but with Feitan, these are two series I can actually really talk about because I've actually like Yu Yu Hakusho manga was one of the first manga I read. I've seen all the anime for Hunter x Hunter. Feitan, as much as I love his design, I might even like his design more than Hiei. Feitan is literally 99% Hiei without all the character development and personality. Literally, he's like a reskinned Hiei. Like people talk about how Killua is kind of like whenever comparing the series, that's not true. That's BS. Feitan is like if they took Hiei and they kind of modernized his design, made him kind of look cool, but then took away like the most badass characteristics about him. That's just my take. I'm not sure if it's hot or warm or lukewarm or cold.
Oh, that's Feitan. Okay, I had to like Google it because
he's a short, black-haired, angry guy.
He's Captain Levi with a trench coat. With like
you should have said that sooner.
And he can like appear behind opponents and their heads pop off and stuff. Like really badass stuff. Also, he's the first guy to take down a Chimera and General on a one-on-one, which is extremely cool. And he does it by making a miniature sun, which is also pretty cool.
Feitan is awesome, but
Feitan's awesome. I love Feitan. I think he's great.
Yo, would Escanor be considered a fire user?
Oh God,
we fucked up.
No, he's a sun user. Okay,
that'll be our excuse.
All right, yeah.
Sam the Gunman just donated 400 bits or 200 twice to say Black Flames are the coolest.
All right, so Dragon of the Darkness is a sick attack.
It's true. We've dealt with Blue Flames and Red Flames. This is our
Hold up,
first
can
time
I-
dealing with Black Flames here. And,
Did any of you
pretty cool.
play Jump Ultimate Stars, the DS
What are you
game?
doing here? We're not finished.
I know, I just wanted to pop in because I have opinions about Hiei.
right,
Did any of you
okay.
who played Jump Ultimate Stars, the DS game?
I did not.
I didn't.
God, it's the fucking best game ever. It has like 80 playable Shonen Jump characters.
This is Mr. I didn't finish Hunter x Hunter.
Oh wait, I'm getting through it. It's what I'm watching right now. I have a
It's
killer
Mr. I
wrap.
haven't seen
next
JoJo's
month.
Bizarre Adventure.
All right, it's the 2 anime. Okay, guys, I've seen Yu Yu Hakusho. So Hiei is amazing in Jump Ultimate Stars, and he was my main in that game, and I think that immediately makes him badass. Anyway, goodbye. I'm popping out.
No, Rustage, that's correct. That's the correct opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hiei as well. When he used his truth is, Dragon of the Darkness is probably one of my favorite attacks in anime. The first time he used it, he left his opponent as a smudge on the wall.
Yo, fun fact: Jake Paul is 2 minutes away from my house right now. He just posted a picture, and I'm like, "Yo, that's like fucking like down the street."
That's spooky.
So go meet him, invite him to
Yeah,
Rant Cafe.
I'm gonna get him on Rat Cafe, boys. Let's get that clout.
Not sure how much of that type of clout I want.
Any clout is good clout, boy.
Bro, I'll take that cloud.
We love you, Adam.
After being de-verified by YouTube, I'll take any cloud I can get, bro.
Well,
Maybe if we can be like, the great Jake Paul was on our podcast, they would actually verify us. It would make us notable enough as figures.
Jake Paul.
But yeah, definitely, Yu Yu Hakusho wins. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I have to agree.
Alrighty, so Dragon of the Darkness takes it.
Dragon of the Darkness.
I think it's also one of the most badass attacks in anime. Just saying. And he uses it in a bunch of cool ways as well. He puts it on his sword. I'm very confident.
Are we talking about Jake Paul now?
What?
Are we talking about Jake Paul?
Jake Paul is not fire.
But
You know why? Because he's lit.
He is pretty lit. England is one of my favorite cities, and you know,
You
I will
should get
always-
a job on the haters, bro.
I will always remember him in my heart.
I really like the sort of comeback. It's very emotional.
That one time that Jake Paul was relevant, remember those days?
Oh.
Anyway,
Let's please not get back to those days.
no.
Bro, all Jake Paul needs to do is do another insane controversial thing, and he's gonna be popular again.
Yeah, but
Oh, it
he's not good at it.
See, that's what I'm trying to do. Just make all my videos controversial going forwards.
I like
If 40% of the people that see the thumbnail are not upset, then I'm doing something wrong.
We're proud.
All right, so we're going to the second round. That was a pretty long first
Second
round.
That was a long first round. The good news is Hiei beat Feitan. You didn't miss much,
Oh.
Rustage. We didn't talk about Feitan much. We just talked about
Okay.
Hiei's awesomeness and how he left his opponent as a smudge on the
about-
wall.
What about what's his name from Reborn?
Suna?
What- Yeah, right. The
I mean, that
cool
was
guy.
really a fire guy. He just sort of had a fire on his head.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He's not
Um,
lit enough, bro.
Not lit
Do you
enough,
guys
bro.
have honorable mentions?
This is a tournament, so we're moving to the next round.
So, but we
Okay.
could, honorable mention wise, we could have done like
That's
other than
fine.
Ace, like we couldn't do a K-Nuke. I feel like that's Magma, but we could have done
just like
Sabo.
we couldn't do Escanor because that's Sun. Mhm.
We could have done Sabo, but I feel like a lot of people are saying, why didn't we do Sabo? Like we just haven't seen enough of him.
Yeah.
I feel like he is more badass, but
Yeah, it would be a
Who-
shame
who-
if he
who would
died.
also,
Right?
like,
Wouldn't it
that'd
sad?
be a big
Yeah.
shame if he also died.
Sanji would be cool.
I
Like,
would have
I'm
wanted
interesting.
to do Mon Speed from the Seven Deadly Sins, but I was overruled.
Correct. You were overruled. It was an okay idea. I mean, the
dude.
guy he used this one fire chicken attack, which was pretty dope. But like, you know,
No,
fire chicken.
there is a 0% chance that Sabo's dead.
No, Zabo's not dead.
Like
Okay.
-% chance.
I mean, they didn't even say it. It's not even like a question. They're like Sabo question mark, and then they cut scene to the next guy Sabo, and I was like, all right,
Deado?
that's it. That's it. But it was an amazing episode. In fact, the latest chapter of One Piece was fire.
It was
Yeah,
actually
it sure
fucking
was.
insane.
But
it was
you're sort of at risk of spoiling it for your.
And
your
I stand
lovely
by my
viewers.
statement that newspapers are the most exciting part of One Piece.
It's
Yeah,
true. I
dude,
told
this-
my little brother about that. That you said
this
that.
chapter was big news.
And Morgan's beat up CP0 guy.
That was, Dude, it just kept on one-upping each other. Like it's one thing after another after another. Animax actually gonna start reading One Piece soon, guys.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah,
working
I
on
can't
them.
do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't not read it. Like last week, we actually had a thing where people thought that I was gonna end the podcast because
I mean, people wrongly thought that way when Animac was like, "Guys, stop talking One Piece. I can end the podcast."
Yeah, I thought it was clear that like no one would ever do that. It's just a joke. Also, I wasn't even controlling the podcast. Briggs was. But the point is, in 3 years of doing this podcast, no one has ever like left in anger or ended the podcast in anger. So, let's not ever change that.
Fun fact, I
Any
left
idea how
once.
tempting that is? No, Briggs left once.
I left once when Todoroki won,
like-
I think, right?
Not unironically, like you left ironically.
I came back 2 minutes later laughing.
Yeah,
It was a joke.
Yeah, of course.
All right, time to
Next
set some world
round,
records.
we have Natsu, the guy who barely beat Fire Punked Ace, and he's up against who is that? Who's he up against again? Rustage.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I don't even have it to read. Meliodas. That's
You're
how I was.
close.
Close enough.
Mereoleona.
Yeah, almost. It's Mereoleona.
La
but-
Llorona.
It's actually Nux Mereoleona.
No, it's actually Mereoleona.
Isn't it La Llorona? That horror movie that came out a couple years ago? La Llorona? That's
You mean the Pokemon Volcarona? All right.
yeah,
let's-
yeah, the Pokemon
The
All right.
Corona is a beer. Guys.
yeah, 6-pack of Corona.
Yeah, no, but Nux, that would be cultural appropriation because she is European descent, so it's Mereoleona.
But wouldn't it be dope if next time we just did a bracket of characters that rhymed with Mereoleona?
Yes.
Gosh,
And Corona
If you-
wins.
And Rustage would be the announcer. It would be very exciting.
I'm excited. I love words that rhyme. You know me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in this is a tough matchup because
No, it's not.
they're both badass. I mean, let's
Okay.
face it, they're both badass. But Mereoleona is just so badass.
Do you remember that
I mean,
time
but Natsu is
Mereoleona
too.
fought Raya?
Natsu is badass too. Like they're
I
just
love
badass.
Natsu. I mean, I guess some of his fights are pretty badass, I have to say. And I'm the fairy tale fanboy of the Rant Cafe. I mean, let's not forget, but Mereoleona is infinitely more badass than Natsu.
I wouldn't say infinitely. I think they're both badass, but Mereoleona, because she's not a main character, she's built up in a much more badass way than the guy you have to meet in the first episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would go with Mereoleona, but again, I'm not the fairy tale fanboy here, but Natsu is badass.
Natsu is definitely badass, but Mereoleona kicking the air with enough strength to catapult off it and just using that to just fly around fighting Raya, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, and like just all these elves are like, we are more powerful than the humans. Like, let's go. 5 of you. Peace.
Next time, bring 100. All right, well, that was fun. Mereoleona, I mean, I could wait for your votes, but like, she wins, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've
I
not
agree.
done a Melio. Fuck my dick hole. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, whatever. I'm not even gonna speak in this round.
Well, too bad because she's moving on, so you're gonna be
Yeah.
speaking again.
Okay, I'm speaking again. Hello.
Very cool. Next round, we have Tanjiro, who barely beat Shinra. Oh, man, it was close. Versus Yamamoto, who barely beat Abdul.
You guys are just voting for Yamamoto.
Yeah, it has to be Yamamoto.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I just.
What's the matchup? Sorry.
Tanjiro versus Yamamoto. Tanjiro can cry me a river, but he does
Yamamoto-
not stand a chance.
Easy.
Yeah, there is no way.
Yeah, like I said, Tanjiro is not like a quintessential badass character. He's a good character for sure, but not a quintessential badass.
Yeah,
By
he
the
has
way,
badass moments.
next round is going to be Mereoleona versus Yamamoto, and it's going to be hell.
I don't even know what I want to do.
Literal hell. All right, next round we have Madara, Meteor Guy, versus Mustang, the guy
Mustang.
who seared his wound shut to kill immortals.
Mustang.
Mustang.
Yeah,
Mustang.
yeah, there is no way. It's Mustang.
All right, so
Mustang.
to end the argument, you have to remember that in the end of the day, Madara got killed by Black Zetsu, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
So-
But Madara has some insanely badass moments. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Nux, you could just hype it up. 'Cause I know you're more well versed in Naruto, but it's like him versus the 5 Kage. Just take it away.
Well, I mean, we all know, we all remember. The guy made wood clones, and then as his wood clones were destroying all the Kage, was like, Kage, just random thought, do you want my wood clones to also use Susanoo, or you're good like this? I don't know. I feel like that is just so badass. But
Insanely badass.
Mustang has to take it. The guy is so badass. He flexes on everyone how he essentially says, "Oh, I'm going to take over the country," and they're like, you shouldn't actually say that. It's like, why? I'm going to take over. It's not going to be a problem. Like, you could get into trouble for that. I won't be in trouble if I take over. The logic did not work because of his badassery.
I've had dreams about Mustang. I've never had a dream about Madara.
Okay. I see where this is going. As much as I love Madara and think he's a badass, Black Zetsu killing him knocks off some badass points, and I'm going to vote for Mustang as well.
All right. Perfect.
All right. That's a 5-0, I think, against Madara. Too bad Swakage
Yeah.
not here. That would have been fun. Next round, we have Charizard versus Hiei.
Yeah, I'm going in on Hiei on this one.
Yeah, as much as I like Charizard, Hiei kicks butt.
Yeah, maybe if Charizard's flames were black. Is there what's the shiny version of Charizard?
Mega Charizard.
Mega Charizard's black?
The flames are blue, though.
Yeah, he's
blue flames suck. All right, TA.
Yeah, he.
Yeah,
technically blue flames are hotter than red flames, but there's
And black flames make
you
no
know
sense.
what's hotter than all of them? Mereoleona, who's in the next round against Yamamoto. Epic segue right there.
Yeah, like based on the fact that I love a woman who can kick my ass, and that's very badass, I'm going for Mereoleona.
I'm going with Yamamoto for this one.
Because you don't want to say Mereoleona.
Yeah, that's why actually.
Just say Leona.
No,
This is so close for me.
Nux
It's actually a
managed to
hard
convince
decision.
me in that first round, and I forever just.
I think.
Yeah.
I think actually Mr. Animax actually being sexist. I think the way that we can truly determine who's more badass is based on what places them at more of a disadvantage. And clearly, having an old, weak, feeble man do super crazy strong things is amazingly badass. But if women are equal to men, she's just a normal woman. I mean, come on. She does lots of cool things, but she doesn't have that extra wow factor of being a feeble old man. So
Before you retort, Animac, Hiding, have you watched either Bleach or Black Clover?
No.
All
I
right,
watched some Bleach way back in the day, but I don't count it because I was like 12. I can't remember anything.
I am confident that it is only because I respect women that I am going for an amazing woman who is Mereoleona. She is a shonen woman, and yet she is still an amazing character.
That is what I've been saying.
I think in general, characters that are just old are badass anyway because they've lived.
Yeah, so if anything, judging by anime, Master Roshi, so many old characters, right? If anything, being an old guy is like an automatic handicap in being badass.
You mean
So
handicap?
Mereoleona tries that by not being a old guy.
No, but hold up. Saying that is like this character being able to be super strong is a handicap, and therefore we shouldn't vote for him to be badass.
Animac, are you racist against old people?
No. You calling old people handicapped?
All the cards
That's
are
what
coming out.
I literally have grandparents who are old.
That is the funniest, my friend. I literally, everyone has fucking grandparents.
I mean, that logic was found.
Everyone rates old people.
Except for all the people who don't have grandparents.
Like, he didn't even say that he liked his grandparents.
Bad line.
He has them.
But I mean, like, everyone's had like grandparents. They exist.
Yeah,
right?
they existed at some point.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right?
I don't know why, but I just found it hilariously sad that everybody has grandparents, and I thought about all my friends who don't have grandparents. I was like, that's horrible.
No.
Let's say that.
Okay, the conversation went way off kilter.
Yamamoto went.
Well, what are the current votes?
Animac
Yamamoto.
for Mereoleona, Rustage for the character you could pronounce. We have Hiding in Public, not sure because he's
Yamamoto.
sexist.
No, Yamamoto.
All right, Yamamoto because he's sexist.
Yamamoto because Anime Uproar is sexist.
All right, so this is just purely to combat his opinion. Very good. So
no, old men.
So it's 2-2,
Old
all
men.
up to me. I have all the power.
I didn't vote those.
Yeah, Nux hasn't voted.
Yeah, but I don't understand why Hiding in Public has to discriminate against old people. It's
I'm not
just
discriminating. I'm just
To be
saying.
fair, hey, Animac, he's not discriminating against old people. He has grandparents.
It's true. It's true. Just
How we've
like
been
you.
through this.
yeah, that's what he claims. But have any of you met his grandparents?
All right, I've never met your grandparents.
Rustage will in 2 weeks when they show up at his place. Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
have met Adamac's grandparents, and therefore,
You know what?
That's right.
Therefore,
Actually, I think
I'm
it's
not
met his
racist
parents.
towards old people. Screw you, buddy.
Hiding, I
This is
actually
like, I'm not
genuinely
racist.
got like excited. Like I was like, oh, am I going somewhere to meet your grandparents? How exciting! I believed you.
I'm sorry. One day.
This is
One
actually a
day
really
you
tough call, though, to get back on track. Mereoleona
How do we go on
is
these
a
ridiculous
beautiful
tangents?
character.
Because we have no idea.
And her versus Raya was insane. It's like they hyped Raya up to such an extreme extent. Like you had what's his name? Like both Yami and Licht, or however you pronounce his name. I suck at names. Sorry, guys. But like they hype up Raya, and Mereoleona actually bodies Raya. Like it's not even close. Just grabs him by the head, drags him into another room, like completely just like devastates all of his like insane magic abilities. But at the same
She
time,
lets him heal just to beat him up more. I mean,
but at the same time, Yamamoto, I made a bracket video for the most badass old guys in anime, and he did win because he is one of the baddest, oldest guys in anime. He is bald, has a nice mustache, is like it. Think of the 13 captains.
Okay, so
in
hold on,
Bleach.
hold on.
I thought you were going to talk about the 13 principles of badass. Old mustache.
You cannot use having a mustache in this case because Mereoleona is a woman and she cannot have a mustache, so that would be sexist.
Actually, Animac, it's 2019. She can have a mustache if she wants to.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Time out.
You got me again.
Lost Pause, thank you so much for subscribing. Charizard is the best fire user.
Epic gamer.
I was just gonna say, like the 13 captains are
but-
absolute beasts and badasses in their own right. They could literally all be on badass lists, and Yamamoto is still so far above them. I think I'm gonna have to vote for Yamamoto here, boys.
Yeah, Yamamoto.
Mm,
Oh, man. All right, so I don't even have
Very
to vote.
nice.
Wow. 3-1.
Did you not vote for Mereoleona?
I didn't vote yet.
Who would you vote for?
It is a really rough one.
It's tough.
Honestly, I'd have probably gone for Mereoleona. I have to say. As much as I love Yamamoto and think he's a badass, I would have gone for the Shonen Whammon that can kick everyone's asses.
It's one of those rare moments where me and Nux agree and everyone else is against us.
Yeah, I love how when we agree, we lose.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Dude, this could have been the finals.
Shout out to Lost Pause
Yeah, finals
in the
time.
chat. Another fellow unverified creator on
Nux, you know why when both you guys agree you lose? It's because Nux usually have the right opinion. Animac always has the wrong opinion. When you actually agree with Animac, you go with him, have the wrong opinion, and lose every time.
The logic is sound. And Lost Pause, thank you for subscribing for the second month. So awesome.
Very cool.
Very cool. At least he's verified on Twitch.
Yeah, and we're not. So
This is so sad. All righty.
Well, wait,
wow.
That could have been the finals,
To be
man.
fair-
It really could have.
to be fair, as soon as Will Smith starts using Twitch, Lost Pause is going to get unverified on Twitch too.
This is
It's true.
so
It's
sad.
true.
How goes down?
Are we doing the finals?
Like, I'm excited because I'm on Twitch to play Fortnite and I'm going to play some Mark Ass Brownie.
Mark ass brownie, baby.
Next round, we have Mustang, right? Yes, he beat Madara.
Yes.
Wow. Mustang versus Hiei. And this is rough.
This
Mustang.
is a hard one.
It's Mustang.
It's Mustang for me, for sure.
Yeah. Sorry. No, yeah, it's Mustang.
Because the
I
thing
think-
about Mustang is it's not just his power that's badass, it's how and when he uses it.
Yeah, he's just such a good. He's so cool.
Bro,
Do you think he'll ever notice me? That's what I want to know.
Bro,
Maybe.
he snaps his fingers and
Ooh.
shit happens.
Did you do a Mustang rap?
I haven't. My plan was to do a Mustang rap if my Full Metal Alchemist song did well, and it didn't do well. So
He's too scared, it's too much pressure.
it's also too much. I feel like I'd let him down. He would listen to it and he'd be like, "Do it again." Not good enough. And I'd be like, "Yes,
You should
Mustang."
do a yearly Mustang rap.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'd do it-
snap.
When is his birthday?
Mustang wins.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, good puns.
Yeah.
Good puns this episode. Everyone except hiding in public.
What do you mean?
You
Oh,
did
he
well.
sounded so sad.
Oh my God. So as far as badassery, I'm also going to go with Mustang, but massive shout out to Hiei for being one of the most badass anime protagonists.
Shout out to Hiei. My
Can I
home
just say,
Urban
Otaku-
Legend, thank you for subscribing.
2 months in a row. Thank you.
By the way, guys, if you're watching this other in places other than Twitch, we are now over 5,000 followers on Twitch. We will be eventually having more streams on Twitch to try to get partnered here. So if you'd like to follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/rankcafe, check us out.
And Jen Marie says, just donated 5,000 magical bitches for Mustang. Unbelievable. Like, that's insane. Thank you so much.
Oh,
and I will
wow.
no
Thank
longer,
you so
I will
much.
never call it.
Magical crystals, baby.
That's extremely cool. Extremely cool.
Snap.
I mean, as much as I like how you call them magical crystals, I have to say bitches is more exciting.
Yeah,
magical
demonetized
bitches
as well.
Magical
Yo,
bitches.
5,000
Demonetized.
5,000 crystals is fucking bitching.
Hey. All right, finals. Let's do this. It's the old guy versus Rustage's crush.
What? Whoa! Is it that obvious?
Whoa.
Whoa!
You've been more yandere than tundra in this stream, man.
Yeah, true. I'll
No one wants to talk because everyone's terrified to vote
It's
against.
hard. It's
Sorry,
hard.
no, it's Roy Mustang. Sorry, I have to say it. Like Yamamoto is cool. He's very strong. But he's Roy Mustang. Like,
Yeah,
my dude.
he's
Yeah, like-
Like, and I just imagine Rustage caressing his body pillow right now.
I sure am.
oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Sure.
Mustang. I think he's just a more overall central character, and
Get it central because he lives in central. Wow, you're killing us.
Dude, he just has such drive and passion, and I respect him. And
I do respect him.
I just
Okay, can I pose this? If it starts raining, he's kind of useless. Well, it wouldn't rain if Yamamoto was there. The rain wouldn't even
No.
reach him.
But why fight in the rain? The rain is the time to.
okay, we're not talking about.
I
Right at the
agree.
time
No,
when
I
we-
agree with that logic.
I know what you're
Mustang.
gonna say, Animac. It's not a power scaling video. It doesn't matter who's stronger. You know what's? It's pretty fucking badass to control the weather.
Listen,
Why
man, if
fight
you
in
want to
the
go
rain?
make more videos on your channel about Goku and Saitama and who's stronger, that's up to you, bro.
Why,
You're
why fight
not
in
talking
the
about
rain?
power.
But why would you fight in
Why-
the rain? You get all wet and it's uncomfortable. Wouldn't you rather just not do it in the
You
rain?
just sit down and like hold each other in the rain. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a nice sort of moment.
Oh, I
and
know you told Mustang.
who wouldn't? He's
True.
Mustang.
I would
He's a
too.
good
He's one of my
boy.
favorite characters.
He's a good
Exactly.
guy.
But when it comes to badassery, I feel like
To be
Mustang
fair-
needs another couple hundred years under his belt to deal with Yamamoto. So I think I have to go with Yamamoto this time, boys.
Oh,
Yamamoto might win in a fight.
oh
But
yeah, of
Mustang
course he
always
would.
be more
Like,
badass in my heart.
Mustang's got his thing on him.
Yeah, so do
His-
most dudes.
It-
And I mean,
True.
no, Mustang is hitting Hawkeye, so that in its own is
That is true.
a big flex.
yeah, who is Yamamoto hitting?
Soy phone. Anyway, I'm gonna be going for Mustang as well. As much as I
Oh.
appreciate Yamamoto for being a
Woo!
complete badass, I am gonna be going for Mustang in this one. I think he's not as overpowered within his setting as Yamamoto is, but he
course.
still has that air of badassery, which I think is very cool.
Well,
That
his
said and done, though, if he would be up against Mereoleona, I would be having a hard time right now.
I agree. Mereoleona could have also went to the finals. It was a close call. And yes, Mustang's two major moments, or like a lot of his moments, are just some of the most badass in anime. So I'm not even upset that he wins.
I mean,
it's a
but
close
he's
call,
just-
but I'm going with Yamamoto.
He's badass by his presence. He doesn't even need to. He could have just stood there the whole series, and I would have voted for him to win.
Well, he's won you over, but he also
I think we should change the title from debating the most badass fire user to debating the sweatiest fire user in anime. That would encapsulate the stream better.
Holy fuck! Another 5,000.
Yeah.
I will call them magical crystals just for Jen Marie says.
well, thank you so much. Mustang already won.
Oh no, she actually said, "Let
donating
me sway you to Mustang with these
Not go with
bitches."
Mustang.
Hey!
Hey, Nux, what anime is Roy Mustang from?
Well, I'm not sure which one. You tell me.
You
I
got
just
this.
want you to say it.
I've said it already this stream. You haven't,
No, but you have to say it again.
but I've said it. You
Fine.
said-
Hagane no Renken Tetsushi.
All right, there we go. Stream's over, guys.
Thank you so much
Alright.
for the magical bitches. You're an absolute mad lass.
Mad
January says.
Chad Lass. as
Mad
in-
Chad lass. Wow.
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of Mustang.
Yeah,
He really did it, didn't he?
he really got to the end.
He really did
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it wasn't like you were always just fanboying, but he did win 2 other guys over fair and square.
I'm saluting. I'm saluting right now. I don't know if you can tell.
Mhm.
Just
I
by
kind of
Yeah,
see
I
it now that you
can
mention it.
tell.
Yeah. With tears in his eyes. No, I
Well,
have time. I'm good.
if you want to do reviews, I can do a little edit, and move it in front of the ending.
Ooh.
reviews of what?
Our
Reviews
The
podcast.
podcast.
I'm down. Let's
Oh.
do reviews.
Oh,
Just a couple, you know.
All right, how do you find them? Chartable, right?
Fuck's sake, bro.
No, I got this. I was like practicing all week. That was a lie, sort of. It's like I had people saying, "What are you doing? What are you looking up?" I'm trying to find the Rant Cafe reviews, so I'm not a totally bumbling idiot when I found it. I'm a beast. All right, so first review. Are you guys ready? By the way,
Oh, we're ready.
Sure.
Animac is Ribrion confirmed. And he spelled Animac with a C. Thank you, Swelly Gus. Extremely cool. 5 stars. I love the side rants that Nux and Briggs go on, but it's annoying when Animac gets all mad that they get sidetracked. It's a podcast. Let the rants on Rant Cafe go on. Holy cow, it was actually for us. It was pro us, Briggs.
Yeah,
way.
well,
No way.
Ribrianne is not the most popular character in Dragon Ball, to say the least. The point
Ribrion
is
is
that
pretty hot.
for every person that says that, you have like 10 other people criticizing us when we go off topic too much. So it's
Unfortunately,
it's a no-win.
I read the comments too, bro. Everyone loves the off-topic One Piece rants when you get upset.
I mean, some people definitely do.
I feel
I
like
do.
Animac getting upset is part of the fun, though. You know.
Yeah.
But like, you still have, like it's gonna happen. We're gonna talk about One Piece, but at the end of the day, it's happening.
I just love One Piece.
See,
right, there
this
we
is
go.
why Rustage
My
knows
favorite
what's
manga.
good.
It's my favorite manga.
Same, bro. Man,
Yeah.
You have
did we just
some
become best
epic
friends?
rappers in here. Next
Yeah.
review, we have Digimon equals JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. 5 stars. JoJo's is truly the only one isekai that can possibly come close to the majesty of Digimon. P.S. Stay Furumet. Oh, P.S. Say Furumet to Mr. Blazer. No, I will not be saying that. I'm sorry. And this is sent by, it's a JoJo stand friends. That's supposed to be funny because reference and stands. See, I get it. I get it. Next, we have Where Do I Begin? 5 stars. I have watched every episode about 10 times each, and they always seem to surprise me. The way Nux pronounces how Lord Twigo Sama Senpai is the mastermind behind it all. Spoilers, sorry, not sorry. How Briggs is such a Chad lad. How Animac, I don't know how to spell it, clearly you put a C, gets so triggered when Nux says that Digimon is the best isekai, which it is. And how Saitama only defeated that Sea King person because of Moomin Rider. This podcast is the best in the world, though. And this is by Weebs Are Awesome. Thank you, Weebs Are Awesome. Very cool.
That's a
Thank
place
you.
I'd like to shop at.
Weebs
Weebs
Are
are
Awesome.
awesome. I'm gonna steal that
Next
domain right now.
review, we have a 2-star review. This was so sad. Stop with the spoilers. It's funny, too, you guys. But the Bakugo spoiler was just uncalled for. Thumbs down. This is so sad. F's in the chat.
It'd be really great if like he actually did that, knowing that it's not true, just to like keep the meme going. Like
I almost feel like he did.
I think so too, probably. Next, we have Noise 5 stars, best anime podcast in the world. You know he's serious because he says the world not so from Big Boy Hiroshima. Thank you, extremely cool. Next review, the Trinity of anime comedy, 5 stars. Been listening to them for a while now. The laughter I get from listening to them is priceless. Nux with his wacky way of sarcastic talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Briggs being the hype man, and Anime just being him usual self till Digimon is announced.
I am anime.
Next, we have not the best podcast in the world. No, we have Beat Podcast in the world, and you know why I'm serious. 5 stars.
You can't beat it. You can't.
You can beat your... Okay, let's not do that. Everything about this podcast clearly makes this a modern classic. From Animax spelled with a C, covering the latest developments in the philosophy of Keijo. The absolute mad lad Nux, proving why Digimon is the best isekai anime ever to be made. And the Chad Lord Brigo, always successfully changing the topic, anything One Piece related. Love the podcast and all of your YouTube channels. Thank you, Datboy9525. Very cool. Next, we have Rant Cafe in a nutshell. 5 stars. Okay, this is epic. Thank you, Levi Schurlemmer. Very cool. That was a short review, but it definitely got the point across. Next, oh, this one's great. I love this next review. I'm extremely excited about it. 5 stars. Animac with a C, please chill with the Attack on Titan manga spoilers. I'm a huge Attack on Titan fan, and I've been an anime only since the beginning. I don't know for sure if it's spoilers or not, but there have been at least a few thumbnails that seem a little suspect from the snipping boss. Thank you for the 5 stars review. Animac, how dare you? How dare you?
Bro,
Spoilers, man. What are you going
hint.
to say next? The main character in My Hero Academia dies or something?
Here's a hint. If you're not sure that it's a spoiler and it says theory in the thumbnail and the title, it's not a spoiler, okay?
Wow, don't get so defensive, Animac. Are you hiding something?
Yeah, I'm hiding the fact that Bakugo died in season 4.
Don't tell them that
Season
season 4 is about to start. Oh, man.
At least we know that Todoroki's still alive because the series still sucks.
To be fair, though, it was sad that he lost his quirk when Deku drank his piss to get fire and ice. Anyway, next review, 5 stars, Daddy Nux. Nux, you gotta watch the Monogatari series. It's my favorite. Also love the podcast, boys. From Odog321. Thank you, Odog. And yeah, I definitely have to give Monogatari a serious shot. I've seen bits and pieces, but I never actually sat through it. I definitely have to. Next, 5 stars. This podcast is the best, and it makes me happy every time I listen to it, especially on Twitch when I can hear your conversations before the recording that sound hella creepy, and I feel that is the best part. To be fair, it's my favorite part too, but whatever. I suggest that you make an extra video just for those conversations before the recording. Thanks for making these podcasts, and I hope it is heard throughout Zawado. From Lil Zeal. All right. I think that's all the new ones, huh?
I think we're good.
No, never mind. The next one is not a new one, and it should be read because it says something nice about me, and I'm very self-centered.
Oh, okay.
Next one, we have most original review ever, 5 stars. This is a JoJo reference. Lord Twigo rules all, and Nux is the greatest anti-tuber of all time. Seriously, I love listening to your podcast. So much fun all the time. I find myself bursting out laughing whenever I listen to it. I haven't seen some of the shows you guys talk about, but the ones I have seen, I love listening to you guys debate about. Always uproariously funny. And then a few heart emojis and some emojis that my computer did not recognize, so I get boxes.
Those box emojis, top tier.
Yeah. And we got some other pretty awesome reviews as well, which is very awesome.
And we'll save that for next week.
Yeah.
Sure. And my friend,
smash that review button, leave a 5-star like, and thanks for watching.
Weebs are awesome. I like your review the best today. So if you want a free shirt, hit me up at AnimeOutPro on Twitter. It's not verified, but that is me.
You can't tell if it's the real him.
I'm gonna make a fake account.
Yeah,
Briggs,
right.
Oh, I asked people to send me screenshots of themselves logged in as the review poster. We don't fuck around. We don't fuck around at Rank Cafe, guys.
No, I was gonna make a fake account of you, so they would message me.
Oh.
And then I would just fuck with them.
Because you're not verified anymore, so nobody can actually tell the difference.
We should all just change our names and display pictures to Anime Uproar, just to prove a point.
Yeah, why to me to prove a point?
Sacrifices have to be made, my friend.
Briggs, what's your favorite One Piece character?
I was Sanji for a long time. But
Okay.
I'm pretty undecided now. Like, it's just so hard. The entire main crew is amazing. I love Zoro.
Mine's pretty solid. Kobe all the way, number 1, Kobe.
Really?
My favorite. Yeah, I want to cosplay him. I love Kobe.
Well, so you must have loved the latest chapter.
Yeah, I'm yes. But no, I love Kobe. He's my favorite character.
His moment at Marineford was unreal.
Oh god, he's so good. What a
good boy.
What a good boy, really. He is so good.
By the way, AZ Nixon. Yes, I do remember when All for One broke out of prison just to give his quirk to Tape Boy Zero.
I do.
All right, thank you for coming. It was an awesome stream. Mustang won. Truly a badass. Very awesome. From Furumetsu, Arikimistu, Burazahudo. No one make a compilation of me pronouncing it that way because that'd be very sad. And have yourselves the most wonderful evening. Subscribe everywhere and stay weird, fam.
Yeah, check out everybody in the description if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, check us out on Rank Cafe and YouTube, and then look at the description. And until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang! I'm surprised we're not doing any reviews. This is so sad.
Now you wonder why I tried to end the stream.
Well, yeah, since Nux rushed the ending, I assumed we were not doing reviews.